Live from Crawford Studios,
it's CC and NJ Guy. Whoop, whoop. So Lou is in the Crawford Studios, Kenny is in the Cotman Studios, and I am in the Jersey Guy.
I am in the Crawford Studios by myself. I am the solo master of all devices right now.
The Han Solo.
I just saw the Tom that you have the Manhattan Bridge in your background.
Is that Manhattan or the Queensboro?
I forgot you had that.
Is that Queensboro or Manhattan?
No,
it's got the things on top, but that's how you know which one has the it's like I call them the pawn pieces.
Yeah, and then I got the subway.
There you go. New York City, New Jersey. Yeah,
there you go.
It's crazy.
Very good.
This is pretty cool. This is the first time we're doing this. This is awesome. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. I think
we're doing live.
Thing.
Yeah,
now we are live.
We are too.
Memorex.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a throwback right there.
What was the commercial where they were the guy was getting blown away?
Sitting in a chair.
Memorex.
Yeah. Is it live or is it Memorex?
Yeah, that's what.
And the guy's just sitting. He's got the scarf on and the speaker in front of him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was good. One big speaker right there, and he catches the drink from sliding across the
pitch
thing.
It up.
Yeah, he catches the beer.
It's the same type of cup from Jurassic Park with the.
Oh yeah,
exactly. That's freaking great.
We lost a celebrity this week, Corinne O'Hara. She was known for a lot of different things. You know, she was in Beetlejuice.
Yes. Yeah.
She was in. She was Second City TV. I think 71. She was. So, but she was so funny. She was in a lot of different things. You know, and I thought it would be good just to pay a tribute and just kind of go over all the things she's done and accomplished.
And you know, she was in a lot of the Tim Burton stuff, but she was also in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes,
she was one of the voices of.
That's right.
One of the three kids.
That is right. Because they did a live performance once with, because I think Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubin, same guy. Who was the third one? I can't remember his name. They did a live performance of it. I watched it. It was pretty cool. And it sounded just like they were in the movie. It was scary. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that was them.
Yeah. Oh, I saw the stage performance. Yeah. That was really good.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. It was good. I'll have to send it to you, but you'll like that.
It's definitely worth watching. It's so cool. I wish they would do that all the time. Well, people keep passing away though.
Yeah.
Even like the mayor, he died years ago. The one, because he was in Beetlejuice. He was the Ortho.
That's right.
He was
that's
the mayor.
Where that's what it was. Okay.
Nightmare Before
Ortho.
The one with the head that spins.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that. I didn't even know he passed, though. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know he passed.
Yeah. Maybe like 10 years ago or so.
Yeah, still. I didn't even know,
old
man.
Already, huh? I remember when that movie first came out. Also,
Nightmare Before Christmas, I think it was like 91.
Crazy movie, right?
Dude, and you know what's crazy is that she was the shrink on The Last of Us.
She was.
So I don't even know if that show's going to come back. She started to become a pretty big part. So Pedro Pascal, he was seeing her. So in the little town that they went to where Pedro Pascal's brother lived in, she was the shrink in that town. And she couldn't stand him. She was upset with him because of...
I think she killed her husband. That's why.
He killed her husband, but it was... You had to see the circumstances. You know, as far as she's concerned, she didn't want to hear any of it. But because, you know, she took the oath and had to be the good doctor and stuff, she had to sit there and listen to all this stuff.
Help him out.
She was good on that, bro. It was a good one. I was like, damn, she mean. She don't want to hear nothing.
But you know, my favorite character of hers was definitely on Schitt's Creek. She was so good in that as Moira Rose.
I didn't see all of the Schitt's Creek, man. I didn't see all of them.
That was just, she's only, how many seasons have that been out already so far?
From 2015 to 2020.
And, you know, Chris Elliott was in that too. He was funny in that too.
Yeah.
What was his name? Roland Shit. That was his name.
What his name was?
I know.
Roland Shit.
2015 to 2020. She was Moira Rose. Complex, unpredictable, and hilarious. Earned massive acclaim, including an Emmy. Oh, she won an Emmy for that. All right.
Yeah.
He introduced her to global audience, character known for the wigs, accent, and oddball elegance. Yeah, she played those weird oddball parts, and she was really good at it, you know? She was.
Well, I think she had like a lapse for a while in like movie stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I think she took time out.
That kind of put her back on.
Yeah.
What were we saying? She took a sabbatical?
I think she just took, just took a time out because I think she was trying to be with the family and stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Like Rick Moranis.
Yeah, now he's coming back for Spaceballs now.
Funny, we're talking about. I feel like we're just talking about Canadian actors.
Well, I know. Maybe we should just do a podcast on that. There's so many of them. John Candy, you know.
Jim
I
Carrey.
think, isn't Dan Aykroyd also, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, he is. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
It's great.
Man. It's funny. You don't do, but they're hilarious. They're fucking funny as hell, you know?
Yeah.
I think because they're so, they are a lot of actors from different countries. They watch the American stuff and they kind of sort of copy, you know what I mean? Whether it's the way that they speak, you know, just a little stick that they might pick up from somebody and whatnot, you know what I mean? And, you know, even like with the singers, they talk about how many sing, like with the Beatles, you know, they used to listen to American rock and roll and they copied it and took it to the next level, you know? So same thing with the
You know who else came from Canada?
Similar culture, you know.
Or at least lived in Canada?
In some ways.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong, really?
They met each other in Canada.
Canada.
And that's where they started. They started in Canada. And Cheech Marin was supposedly, and he was trying to get away from not going to the Vietnam War, is from what I understand.
No shit.
At least that's what he says. Of course, he's joking. That might be the reason, but he says it so serious, like you're like, oh, really? Did he really do that? That's why he was in Canada. So, but you never know. Back then, that was a big thing. You know, people didn't want to go. So
the draft dodge.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
the picture fell.
The bridge is attacking me.
Studio's falling apart over at the Jersey man's house. Crazy.
That's it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The facade has fallen.
Yeah. We got to get the Gatos bridge for you, Tom.
Yeah.
That's the one in Jersey. We get the Gatos bridge. Put it up there.
Or the GW, you know?
Oh, yeah, the GW. That would work.
Get the GW, you know?
The GW is all right. It's all right, bridge.
Yeah,
it's not great.
That's always the bridge that I always thought of whenever going to the city, you know, because that's the only bridge from New Jersey to Manhattan.
From where you are.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So that is true. Canadian actors to bridges.
The rest of them are New York to New York, like Verrazano and...
Verrazano.
Yeah.
The Verrazano. Saturday Night Fever.
That was a Saturday Fever. Verrazano.
Yeah. Well, let's just go over real quick. Catherine O'Hara, March 4th, 1954, Toronto, Canada, began performing in Second City, Toronto.
Second City.
Ground Zero for comedy talent, known for...
Yeah, Second City was
I used to watch it when I was a kid.
You know, that was like... Now, was Second City before?
No, it was at the same time.
They were around before. No?
Yeah,
same time.
And I used to watch both because Second City would be on a little later here in the States, at least on the East Coast when I saw it, when I was watching it.
Also, fun fact about Catherine O'Hara is she was technically a cast member on SNL, but never aired. Like she went in to be, like she was there and then left.
Okay.
Oh, no shit.
Just didn't work out
like
for
she
her,
never got to be on an episode. Yeah. She went to Second City instead.
I thought she was like the guest host and stuff like that.
Yeah.
SNL. I didn't know that she was trying to be on there like steady or whatever. That's why.
Yeah, she started with it says that she started with Martin Short and Eugene Levy. That's when she started with those guys back in the day, you know. And then of course John Candy and all the rest of it. Second City TV was so hysterical, you know, because the comedy was just off the fucking wall. You know, like Saturday Night Live. But it was more, but they didn't do live. They did their own little skits, like little, you know, recorded things that, you know, whatever it was, you know.
Yeah. I didn't really watch Second City, bro.
Yeah, it was on. I remember seeing it.
I didn't really watch it. I would watch SNL, but there was a long shtick and a long part of SNL that I didn't watch that either. I'm like, this isn't as funny anymore.
Well, it had its moments, right? Because Saturday Night Live, at some point, it was good for a little while, and then it got new cast members, and it didn't really... It worked and it didn't work, and then you got some new ones, and then it did. You know, there were certain periods that were a lot better than others when Saturday Night Live was on. I remember watching it all the time as kids, and I always remember as being young and watching it and being up late. I always was like, these music guests suck. Like half the music guests were like horrible. You know, and at that time I didn't know who half of them were. You know, because they were around longer than I was born. Right. You know what I mean? Like I was.
This is the early days. In the early days, about?
Yeah.
So then later on,
I feel like the 80s is when they really got it good. When they
70s was the beginning.
G.E. Smith and the Saturday Night Live Band.
Yeah, the 70s was the original crew. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. What was his name? Gilda Radner. Thank you. Jane, you ignorant slut. Remember that one when they did the...
Yeah.
When they did the news, that was Dan Aykroyd called her that. You know, they was always raking on one another, and that's what he would call.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they would always seem to be later that night. It would come on. Second City TV would come on. So, but she was a funny lady, man. And especially she was in Home Alone, right? We can't forget that. That's for sure. Because that's
right. Kevin,
both.
We forgot Kevin. Well, she was just in so many different flicks. You know that there was things I didn't even pay no mind that she was in. Like I watched
Lemony Snicket's.
That one, and I forgot that she was in that. You know what I mean?
I never saw that.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool flick. It's a pretty cool movie, bro. I said I forgot she was in there. But a lot of the movies, though, like she was the voice. You know, behind the character, like it was
claymation.
Stop motion. She did a lot of voiceover work, like we mentioned before with Nightmare
she
Before
did a lot
Christmas
of that stuff.
Yeah. So for me personally, she's iconic. You know what I mean? Like you see her someplace, you're like, oh my god, she's on this too. Oh my god, and it goes.
Yeah, when you find out the amount of work that she did, you're like, whoa, like
what the hell?
Especially with the voiceover work, because you don't realize that. Oh my god, she was a voice actor. Like that's a good that's good talent. If you could be like an actor and a voice actor, like that's because you know what, that's got to be like. It's got to be nice, like a nice, like easier day. Like if you're like an actor, you got to get on set, you got to get makeup. But if you're a voice actor, you can show up in a hoodie and coffee in your hand and pajamas. You could go in the recording studio, record. No one knows what you look like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got your coffee sitting right there. Take a sip of your coffee. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have a whole crew waiting on. You got a sound crew, obviously.
Right.
But there's no. Like, you don't have to worry about all these people and all this working stuff. Everything's got to work. And it's, you go in, you record. That's what, at least I could be totally wrong, but that's actually not how it is.
Yeah. Well, because then too, you don't have to memorize your lines because you get to read.
That's true.
Well, you kind of, but you got to hope you're reading it right off the bat and not, tripping over your words.
Well, I mean, you read it. And then you could read a page and then have that kind of memorized. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to memorize.
Because I think that what they do, they get to watch the movie as it's happening kind of thing. Not as it's happening, they get to watch it. So then they know, like, oh no, look out. Because they know that they're running and they're going to slip and they're going to fall or do whatever. And it
also says it on the script too, I believe, that they're going to be running or falling or making a noise.
Yeah.
So that's got to be hard to do. I mean, think about it. Just sitting there reading
a cartoon,
doing that and reading. I mean, it's a lot easier, like you said, Tom, because you're not on a movie studio stage and you're not having to worry about, all right, we're ready. And then you're sitting for 3 hours because they're not done, ready to do anything yet or whatever, kind of shit.
Yeah, right.
So they did a tribute for her, by the way, what I'm saying here. Hollywood response, tributes from colleagues like Eugene Levy, Seth Rogen, and others. Fans and co-stars remembering her warmth, humor, and generosity. Social media filled with stories of kindness and inspiration. Cultural reflection discussed. There were parents who grew up with her character, so a lot of parents, of course, are tributing because Home Alone and all that as well, too. So she's going to have a good legacy. She was a comic. I'm sorry, what does that say? Yeah, no, I won't read that. Paving the way for women in comedy. So she was, because that was early, too. So remember, don't forget, back then, you didn't have that many women comics. You did. I mean, actors and stuff, but these women helped for all that as well. So that's actually good. You notice when one person passes away, there's always somebody else. So it's always three. It's always three. How many people? But then it winds up going to like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
There was another actor. I forget who we said it was.
Well, the guy from Three Dog Night.
He was from the band Three Dog Night.
That's a musician.
Is the loneliest number. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. No, there was a few of them, Tom, that had passed away in these past couple of weeks. January was a busy month.
I feel like it was that last year in 2025. Like, oh my God, all these deaths happened. I remember it was like beginning of 2025 last year. It was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, it's the rapture. We were making jokes like that. It's the rapture.
From
Lamont. That's who we were talking about. Lamont.
Yes.
Boom.
Lamont. Yeah. I didn't even see it. I just remember, like, oh shit, Lamont passed away too. Yeah.
That's the other actor.
To make it big dummy.
Right.
Pop, come on, Pop. It's insane, bro, because
it seems to happen, what?
And he wasn't the old one when that show was on.
When one happens, another one's going to follow.
Red Fox was. Yeah. He was old as shit when that was on.
Yeah, and I think that was the only thing he really was in. I mean, I'm sure he did other things, but we don't remember him for anything else except for that show.
Oh yeah, no, he was in a bunch of stuff. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like, geez, bro, like, what the hell? Because that's our childhood, I guess, our young adult stuff, and we're like, dang, on, what the hell is going on here right now? Yes, that's the part that sucks.
Chuck was the singer for the founding member of Three Dog Night. He died February 2nd. 2026. He was 83.
All right.
So he was the one. Hey, what happened? Everything all right? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of the other deaths. I'm like, whoa, them too?
Yeah, Sly Dunbar passed away. Influential reggae drummer died January 26, 2026, age 73.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Bomba club.
Acclaimed jazz, a clarinetist, saxophonist, found dead February 1st, 2026. 66. That's young. I get scared when I see the young 60s. When you see people die in their 60s.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
Yo, I want people 60 soon, man. What's up? Don't do that to me.
Dude, Valentino Garavani,
I don't know.
who's with Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
He looks
I
like
think I'll be doing another one, by the way. I
like
think I'll be doing another one of those.
Really?
Yeah. Devil Wears Prada. I think I'll be doing another one.
Yeah.
I saw the promo for it already.
Sequels.
Yeah.
Is she going to be in the new Devil Wears Prada movie, or is it about a different fashion? Like it's another story of a different fashion person or something, or is it a continuation of the original story?
I wonder if it's going to, I don't know if it's going to be a continuation. I don't know. I didn't even know they were going to really actually.
Is it an anthology series? Everybody has a dickhead boss who works in the fashion industry. They're all like that. I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Vogue. Wasn't it Vogue?
Vogue. That's right. Vogue. Yeah. So maybe they can have a male version where like the guy's like an asshole and he's in GQ, you know?
Yeah. The Devil Wears Gucci. Just saying.
The Devil Wears Gucci. Coming to a theater near you.
He said Gucci.
That's what it sounded like.
He's bougie like that. Hey, Carter. I didn't know he passed away. Remember this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was recent, actually. When did he pass?
Yeah. He passed away June. He was funny as hell, too. He was funny.
Really?
Guy Moon. Yup. Yeah, I can't believe, like I said, how many people. This is just the beginning. The one you're talking about, Lou, before from the Little Rascals was Sidney Kibrick.
Okay.
But he was like 97.
97. He lived a long time, man. That's a long time to live.
Yep.
You know? Think about it.
Tommy Lee's daughter. I didn't even know.
That's right.
Tommy
that
Lee
was
Jones.
in January, I think.
Yeah, January 1st, 34, bro. Doesn't say how she passed, but I'm telling you, bro, it's just wild.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah. He is.
He's up there. He's gonna be on that list. So.
No, shut up, bro. No, he can't.
I'm so fucked up. Like he's gonna be on the list soon.
It's not
the fuck. You're a douchebag, man.
It's not like you're gonna go pick him up.
Well, there's people that should be on the list already.
Let me put my hood on to get the
and nothing's happening. But that's a different podcast.
So many celebrities that have passed in the last couple of years. Like I said, movies that we grew up on that they can't make a remake. Can't when people aren't gonna know the young kids now, the next generations. Like, right. What? Bert who? And it's like, oh, that is gone.
Yeah, but like some movies, you're right. Some movies can't, or TV shows can't be done over. You can't touch them. It's not going to be right. But then some you can get away with it. You know what I mean? Depending on the genre where they could continue it on and, like somebody, I think they already found somebody who's going to actually play like Indiana Jones or something for some point. Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom.
Go ahead, Tom. What are you saying?
Yeah. Because I was going to say something.
No, I was saying I love when TV shows get a second life. Like a perfect example is The Sopranos. During 2020, during the COVID, like everybody started watching The Sopranos again. It got like revitalized. Like, it was crazy. Like the younger generation who was like too little when the show was on to like it, like started watching it. And people were like, wow, this is good. And it got a second life that they actually ended up doing. They were like one of the first shows to do an episode by episode podcast. Cause that's like the thing now is like people, the actors and the directors, like they'll discuss the show episode per episode, so you can watch the episode and then listen to the podcast, and then watch the episode and listen to the podcast.
Yeah, well, because I mean, it's one of those things.
Everybody's doing podcasts these days.
Yeah, but it's that you can't even make a lot of those movies anymore. You know what I'm saying? So then seeing the people that made them,
especially if it was already a good movie,
right?
If the movie was already good.
I'm going to tell you, bro. Nobody in this particular movie I'm going to say now, they didn't pass away, but Top Gun, when they did the part 2. Bro, it was as good or better than the first one. You know what I mean?
Kilmer passed
away. Val Kilmer, but he was in it. Yeah, and that's right.
Did he pass away last year?
Yeah,
that was the Top Gun one.
But he was able to be in that and the last one.
Yeah, that was messed up.
He was able to be in part 2 in Maverick. It was great, and it was cool seeing him in it. You know what I mean? Because now he was like an admiral or whatever it was. And,
but he was sick. movie. He played.
Sick. Yeah, he was dying.
Yeah, he played sick in the movie too.
Yeah, that's sad.
He was sick in the movie too. Like in the movie, he was actually cancer.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like someone just walked over your grave.
Tombstone.
A great movie, man. He was the best at that. He was so good at it. Awesome flick. Tom, you never seen that movie?
Yeah, that was
Tombstone.
Which movie?
Tombstone.
Yeah, not a long time. I think I saw it like once, but it was when I was,
Yeah, that was a great flick.
When the movie was around, yeah.
That was a good ass.
Yeah, you know what? They really haven't made a lot of good cowboy movies lately. I feel like that kind of, you don't really see it much. I mean, I remember the last big thing was what was that series on HBO that was on for a while? Deadwood.
Okay.
Deadwood. I didn't get to see Deadwood.
I feel like that was like the last. Deadwood was like the last, like big like cowboy thing. Like you don't really see a lot of Western stuff anymore. I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember any big Western movie. I feel like that genre is kind of. The game was good. Red Dead Revolver. That was the shit. That was a good game. Yeah, it was by Rockstar Games. They basically made a GTA in the Wild West.
Yeah, I saw it. I never played it. I saw the game. I didn't.
It was really good. It was really good.
I'll tell you. If you guys go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. You first. I wasn't saying nothing.
A good show that I just started watching. I got to get caught up on because the season 2 is coming out. Is Fallout. That's the new one that's on. Did you guys see that yet?
Yeah.
It is so wackadoodle. It is so crazy off the wall. The whole idea, when it takes place and all that.
Yes.
I played the game, but I don't know. I didn't like the game. I played it and I got bored with it.
I turned it off too. I deleted it.
Yeah. It was really, it's so slow paced and you got to go.
But the show is funny as all hell, man. It's crazy.
But you like the show, though?
I haven't seen it. Like the show. Because I didn't like the game. So I was like, I never gave the show a chance. But if it's good, maybe.
Nothing like the game, bro. Because like I said, I played 2. Right. It is nothing like the game. Nothing like the game. Yeah, no. This is way cool.
Yeah, because
bro.
it gets into the story and everything. It's just so weird and wacky the way these people think.
You gotta watch.
That's a good one for sure, no doubt.
You will like it, Tom. I promise you. You'll like it. Yeah, you'll like it. You'll be like, oh. Yeah,
you changed my mind about the pet, so I watched it. I'm still on season 1.
That's a great show. I think there was a new episode
I'm on
the other night, actually.
Episode 11. Yeah. I'm on episode 11 of season 1, so I'm still getting caught up.
Yeah, you're right there. So we are waiting for this season to pretty much be done, and then we're just gonna go bam, 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 and watch them all out.
We've been watching one after the other because we already.
No, I won't be able to do it, bro. I thought about doing it like that, Lou, and the problem
you don't like the cliffhangers, right? You don't like all the cliffhangers.
Is that we were so like vested in everybody and everything that's on there that in a week I was gonna have like anxiety issues. So
okay, really.
You know what show was really bad in that aspect was, remember Lost?
Yeah,
because it started off good and then it just went to fucking.
Yeah, it died off.
But the cliffhangers were like the worst on that show because you're like, what the fuck? Like what?
Like at the end of the episode, it'd be stop when something's going to happen, And I can usually call that every time I'm watching a show and going, and that's the end. Okay, well,
that's it.
Next episode.
There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, no shit. Speaking of same, bro.
I can't wait for them to come out the new season of Alien Earth. Okay.
I gotta freaking get caught up on that. I gotta watch that.
The first season was totally sick. You're gonna like it. You would like it, Tom. Trust me when I tell you. Kenny, you'll like it because
where does it stream?
Hulu, I think. Hulu or was it Hulu and HBO or Disney? Hulu is part of Disney now. I think you can get it on Disney, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. That was a good one. And in that show, it shows how they are able to take sick children and transfer their body into an android. So they're what do they call them? Synthetic. They're not a total because their soul is part of the machine. But they're children in a grown person's body, and they're super strong. I mean, they could rip your arms off of you if they want. They could jump off of anything. Like they got like almost superhuman strength in a sense. You know? It was good. I liked it. It was cool.
Like RoboCop.
You got to watch it. You'll like that. It was good.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's another one, man, for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah, because like right now I'm on the regular stuff, so I haven't even been watching all my animes. I'm upset that I get caught up on all them shits. Yeah. It's just been busy, been crazy this past month. So
right, stuff that's coming out this season, this actual year. Nobody watches Bridgerton here. You bastard.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out. Star Wars,
Oh man, I can't wait. And they're retconning Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me? What
So
the hell
are
is
they
that?
retconning it where they're just that's where it doesn't they're removing it from canon. It never happened.
Who's this?
Really? The Rise of Skywalker, because they're gonna change it how it came out. Because
Nobody liked the freaking series,
you know,
because all three of those movies sucked. That's why.
Well, no, just the Rise of Skywalker part because of how they kept what's his name, Luke.
They should get rid of The Last Jedi too. I think The Force Awakens was a good movie.
The first one.
I mean, they're all
the first. You're right.
entertaining.
The first one was good. I liked the direction they were going in.
But
yeah,
but the direction they went in after that was like what Luke Skywalker throwing the thing.
Yeah, like give me a break. Really, he's never going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. The whole story thing, it didn't jive with me. I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, they didn't vibe, man. It really,
so I'm
really
glad they're redoing it.
But I don't know how much of it they're going to be doing. Are they going to do like the whole thing, or are they just going to like, you know, take some of the stuff that fell on the cutting room floor and put that in and take some other shit out?
Oh, you mean like they're going to?
Don't know. But what's the name? What was the guy's Finn? Right in Star Wars, the last three. He's going to supposedly he's going to be a Jedi now, from what I understand.
Right. Yeah. Right. I heard that too. I'm like,
yeah, no, I think that's fine though, because he should have been one from the first movie when he got hurt and he was already swinging that thing around. You would have think, I want to become a Jedi because I want to learn how to use this thing. You know what I mean? But then,
everybody's got the Force.
Yeah, but
right. That's the whole shit. If he doesn't have the Force, and he didn't have the Force, then it's the metachlorine count that matters. Yeah, everybody has a piece of the Force.
I'm one with the Force.
Yeah,
if you don't have that, one with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is one with me.
Yes.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Which movie am I talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anybody can actually tap into it if they. I'm sure anybody could tap into it if they were willing to train hard enough and get to be able to. Look, Luke didn't have the Force when he first met Obi-Wan.
I have the Schwartz.
The Schwartz. Look, your Schwartz is bigger than mine. As big as mine.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else is coming out? Forget about the Star Wars right now. I do hear rumors of a new Star Trek movie coming out. And they're going to do one more. Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. He's going to be doing a third one. Because the first two were really good. I like the first two.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring back... help me out.
Hellboy.
What's his name is coming back to do a third one. The original Hellboy.
But it's the original? The first guy?
Yes.
Ron Perlman. He was where?
Huh? He was in the Alien movie, too. Remember when he was on the ship?
Yes. He was in Blade.
That's
right. One of the Blade movies.
That's right.
Because he was a vampire.
He was a bad guy. He always played like a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to go back to... I am going back to Star Wars, so not to. I think they should drop the whole, like... You know, the episode 1, 2, 3, the whole Skywalker saga, just go right into the expanded universe. Now,
they are.
I think that's where they're going
to be coming.
They are, but I think they should just drop the rest of the movies. Like, don't even.
So in other words, don't reference them at all. Just start off from.
Go expanded universe now. Yeah, like the Mandalorian, all that shit. I love the expanded universe. In fact, that's what really brought me back to Star Wars. Is my buddy Steve. He brought me back into it. He's like, yeah, you got to watch the Clone Wars. And I did all that. And I was like, I fucking loved it. I was like, this is so much better. Like, they should do more movies in the expanded universe. So that's why I'm happy the Mandalorian movie, the Ahsoka.
All the fillers. It's all the fillers that you didn't see are what bring you back. Because it's like now it gives you that extra, the in-between stories. Because
it adds more depth.
Right, exactly. Because it's giving you what happened in between. You know, it wasn't like you went from episode 6 to episode 7. It was all the stuff that happened in between after they gave the end. After.
It adds so much more depth. Yeah. And, you know, it's funny because back in the day, a lot of shows didn't want to, a lot of movies and TV shows didn't want to do that because they were worried that, like, all this additional stuff would, like, cheapen it. But to me, it does the opposite. It makes it better.
It brings you in.
It's done right. If it's done shit, then of course it's going to be cheap in it. But you do it good.
Well, all the anime are better than the animation is better than having to do that full movies and all that. But we'll switch over to DC. All the DC movies, Batman, Superman, Justice League, all of those things are like 100 times better than the live action movies.
Yeah.
Period.
But some of the animated stuff was a little too far fetched. Because you could tell the movies from Man of Steel and then Justice League, you could tell they definitely borrowed from those cartoons. They just changed the story around. They used the definite same time, the way they did it, but it they changed it obviously to the Snyderverse version of it. So that's what they did. So
the only thing I don't like they did with the DC animation is some of the stuff looked completely different. Like in was it the Red Hood or was it the Return of the Dark Knight, where like the Joker was like, he was like a bodybuilder. I was like, what the heck?
So what they did was in those movies is that they had a bunch of anime creators from Japan, and they made anime.
They did their own version of it, right?
Batman and stuff like that. Right. So they switched it up because they were taking like basically one, like there's the Batman versus the Yakuza, you know, they had the Samurai Batman and they have all that stuff. Right. So they turned around, they took, like I said, all these different directors and then just said, make what you would make for it. So they weren't like, it wasn't a, you know, a series or part of. Those are like one-offs and stuff like that. So you got to know which ones you're talking about. So like you have to know which ones are the like I said, are the animes and which ones are part of a series or sticking to the, you know, regular Batman. Because when you look at the Batman and then they got the Teen Titan or the Titans and stuff like that, you know, the original Teen Titans before they did that little crazy bullshit that they have now, you know, Teen Titans go! I hate that shit. Yeah. But you have to watch, like I said, all those fillers, man. I said, same thing with the Star Wars. You watch all the, matter of fact, even Star Trek, they have this one comedy one called Below Decks. Below Decks?
Yes. Yes.
Lower Deck.
Lower Decks. That one. Lower Deck. And bro, you see some of that and it's like, oh, you know what I mean?
I hear that's supposed to be really good.
It is.
It's supposed to be really good.
It is because, like I said, their backstory, like some of their adventures are the backstory to the live action Star Trek stuff. You know what I mean?
You know what I like? If they could do something like they did with like back in the day. Remember the movie Heavy Metal? You remember that movie? Now in that movie, it was a different. It wasn't a full movie of one thing. It was different animated shorts that were in the movie.
Right.
Each one was different, and the animation was amazing. It was incredible, and the freaking soundtrack was off the freaking charts, man. It was great. It was a great album too, by the way. So stuff like that, if they could do stuff like that, where they can come back and do stuff with the rock and roll and make an animation out of it, or even incorporate, like Kenny was saying, maybe with the anime with the DC or any of the other comics to do that. That would be pretty cool to do that, you know, and get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember
that was good for back day for our time. That was really a big thing for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause what was it? Was that Val Kilmer back in the day? Cool World.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, and Jessica Rabbit. What was that
Jessica
one?
Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Roger Rabbit.
We had a bunch of.
So they had a lot of that.
That's right.
Yep. And they had Fire and Ice was another animated one back in the day.
Right.
That was like that, like the heavy metal kind of thing. So, no, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. It would be. But now, see, here's the thing. There's so many people that watch animation as a whole that now is to pick what kind of animation is going to get people to watch. So you have different kinds of drawing.
Right.
You know
because,
what I mean?
yes.
You have what looks like the computer stuff, you know, that computer look. You have like the cartoony look. You have, so that would be the key, my friend.
I like the animated stuff if they do it good. I just don't like when it almost looks like it. I don't know. I guess some of the art sometimes, like some of the DC stuff that they did was all right. I just didn't like the art to it. Like some of it was really good. Like they had good artists and good series about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever it was. And then there's some I'm like, oh, I didn't like that one, man. You know, it was like the one that Batman wore the metal suit in that animated one, and he fought Superman. Remember? And he had the Robin, but it was the girl. Remember, he took her on, remember?
Yeah.
So it was a whole different story. Like it was, but you could tell, like I said, the movies borrowed from some of those things.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same. And he worked, remember, the Superman was actually helping the president, remember, in that particular animation with DC? And Batman would give him shit like, oh, did you talk to your boss today? Or something to that effect. Like he was giving Superman a hard time. It was just weird. It was like, what the hell is this? It was just a different viewpoint. If they could do something like a bunch of different ones like that.
Well, did you see when What If Superman would have landed in Russia?
I actually have that comic series, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah? No shit.
My cousin gave it to me. That's a good one, too. That's crazy shit, man. The Russian one. That's nuts. But then he winds up becoming a good guy anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, because he actually saw
he realizes what he was doing and everything like that. So, you know, he winds up becoming a good guy, not doing all that over
I tell everybody, watch the animations, watch the anime, watch the fillers, you know, on those kind of things. Because, yeah, bro, once you're like, now it makes sense. You're telling you, I love watching that shit. Love it.
If you saw a Soviet version of Superman, would you be like, Yeah, you'll get those capitalist pigs. Austin, we won. Yay, capitalism. Sorry.
Austin.
That's
Austin, we won.
Watch the animations. Watch those fillers, and you're going to be like, what? You know? And Lou, for you, when you're flicking through the DC animation stuff, just watch the trailer. And if you like the trailers, like
I always flip through the trailers. I used to buy the CDs to watch the animation ones. I used to get them when the CDs were out. Just sometimes I liked some of them and some of them I didn't. I'm like, I wasn't crazy about the art. I wasn't crazy about this. Just didn't. But that's a different viewpoint of whoever was writing the story at the time.
So many other animes, bro, that you could watch them dubbed, where they're in English. But the subtitles, man, I watch them all the subtitles.
It's better with the subtitles because it's it's not the same. And the voice actors always suck. The English dubbed voice actors.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And that's why you gotta.
Like the way they talk, it just sounds so weird. Not even the track voices, but the way they talk, like in Godzilla too. Like it's terrible. Yeah. If I'm gonna watch Godzilla, I'll put it in Japanese. I don't want to watch the American.
Nah, dude, listen, you have to watch them. There are so many that it's like just so.
It's Godzilla, but due to copyright issues, it's not Godzilla. Yeah. But we can pretend like it is Godzilla, but it is. I keep quoting Austin Powers.
Oh my God. Well,
I forgot about that too, bro. I forgot about that part. That was great.
Anyway, with that being said,
it's funny. My son knows the whole thing. He goes, but it is.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Well, gentlemen, we have come to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So again, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for hanging out with the crazy fellas.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, appreciate you guys for being here, Lou. Yo, good job, bro. You was over down there, ran over there.
Yeah, back at the board.
Yes. So, love, peace, and hair grease. Love, peace, and hair grease. And what?
And keep on going off the rail.